Hello and welcome to Nikolai's genetics lessons, and today I have prepared very easy problem for you, but I think that still many people would be confused how to solve this problem. So here's a problem. Crosses between long and oval shaped radishes produce 159 long and 156 oval types. Crosses between oval and round gave 203 oval and 199 round. However, crosses between oval and oval gave 121 long, 243 oval, and 119 round. How you can explain these results? And as usual, I recommend you to pause video here, try to solve this problem on your own first, and when you would be ready, you can run video again and you can compare your answer with my answer and explanation. So first of all, in order to demonstrate you how to solve this problem, I want to use another example that is more visual, and then I will return to this example. I want to use example with color of flowers. So imagine that we have only two alleles. One would be dominant allele A, another one would be recessive allele A. As you know, these two alleles can produce in diploid organism three different combinations. The first one would be capital A, capital A. The second one would be capital A and small a. And the last combination would be small a, small a. In simple Mendelian genetics, these two combinations would mean one phenotype, and this would mean second phenotype. But also different examples exist when dominant allele is incompletely dominant over the recessive allele. And in this case, for example, if this is going to be color of the flower, for example, if dominant allele would code for the red color, then here we would have red flower, here we would have white flower, because recessive allele would be mutated and wouldn't code for any color, and a heterozygous genotype would produce intermediate phenotype. So here we would have pink flower, and pink is intermediate between red and white. So why this happens? Because sometimes one dominant allele is not enough to produce the same phenotype as two dominant alleles. As you understand here, two dominant alleles would produce pigment, red pigment, and here only one allele would be normal, another one would be mutated. This would produce red pigment, and this one wouldn't produce any pigment at all. If you think that this recessive allele would produce white pigment, this is not true, because there is no such thing as white pigment. If you don't believe me, you can do experiment at your home. Anyone can do it. You can grind any plant in vodka, for example, and your vodka would turn green, and you can evaporate vodka and you would see green stuff. You can do the same experiment with carrot, for example, and you would see red pigment left. But if you would take any plants with white flowers, roses, for example, whatever it can be, and you would do the same experiment, you would never receive white pigment, because white pigment is just absence of color, absence of any pigment. But you may ask why it is appear as white. If it is absence of color, then for example white rose should be transparent and not white. And this is about not chemical properties of these pigments, but about physical properties of the petals, hairs, or feathers. So another example would be, imagine that you have a glass, transparent glass, and it looks transparent, but if you crush it down to a powder, powder would look like white and not transparent. So actually, as you see, when we have two recessive alleles, we would get white flower. and here one dominant allele is not enough to produce as much pigment, red pigment, so it would be just color between red and white, so it's going to be pink. Now let's build simple Punnett squares and see what we are going to get if we would cross some of these phenotypes with each other. For example, what would happen if we would cross flower that is red and has genotype capital A with another flower that is white and has genotype small a. So this is going to be plant with red flowers, and this one going to be plant with white flowers. As you see, 100% of such a cross would be plants that is going to be heterozygous, and the color would be pink. So 100%. If we cross, for example, flowers that is pink among each other, so self-pollinate them, so both parents would be pink, in the progeny we would see the following genotypes and phenotypes. So here we would have capital A, capital A, capital A, small a here, capital A, small a here, and small a here. This is going to be red, phenotypically red. 2 out of 4 would be phenotypically pink, and 1/4, 1 out of 4, would be phenotypically white. So as you see, when we cross or self-pollinate pink with pink, ratio would be 1 to 2 to 1. And the last experiment, what would happen if we would cross red plant with red flowers with plant that is pink and heterozygous. So in this case we would see the following picture. So once again, this is plant with red flowers, and this is plant with pink flowers. And we would see that we have here capital A, capital A, capital A, capital A here, capital A, small a here, and capital A, small a here. So 50% of the progeny going to be with red flowers, and 50% of the progeny going to be with pink flowers. So this time we have 1 to 1 ratio. And once again, in this example we had 1 to 2 to 1 ratio. So let's now return to our problem. Crosses between long, so long I would underline with red color, and oval with pink, produce radishes, that is 159 long, red color underline, and 156 oval. So as you see, this is very close to 1 to 1 ratio. So this Punnett square demonstrate what happened here. So this was long and this was oval type, and we got 1 to 1 ratio. Crosses between oval and round, so oval would be pink, underlined with pink, and round, underlined with white, gave 203 oval and 199 round. We don't have such an example, so let's make one more Punnett square. So oval would be capital A and small a, and round would be small a genotype. So when we build one more Punnett square, as you see, genotypes would be as following: capital A, small a here, small a here, capital A, small a here, and small a here. So this is going to be white, and this is going to be pink. And the progeny going to be 50% pink and 50% round. And here we also have the same example, 1-to-1 ratio. 50%, about 50% are pink and about 50% are white. So the same 1-to-1 ratio here. However, crosses between oval and oval gave 121 long, 243 oval, and 119 round. And as you see, this is ratio 1 to 2 to 1. So this is example when we cross, in our first example, pink flower, plant with pink flowers with another flower with pink flowers, but in our problem we have oval shaped radish that we cross with oval shaped radish, and result of such a cross would be 1 to 2 to 1 ratio of different shapes, long, oval, and round. And this is all for today. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe for my new videos that I post almost every day. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please write your comments, questions if you have any, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.